A Brayherd is on the move. It is tearing a swathe through the forest, heading directly towards a coastal thing I should probably have looked up the name of. Deep within the Forest of Arden, a Beastman Brayherd has started to stir. The drums of war are beating, and it's heading out of the forest towards civilization, heading towards an elven coastal settlement. The elven scouts have seen it coming, and they've decided to interdict at an old elven ruin that's been long overrun on the edge of the forest. The high elves are lying in wait. The beastmen are on the move. We are playing Breakpoint, 2,000 points. And I am joined on the channel today by James from Clash of Dice. Say hi, James from Clash of Dice.
Hi, James from Clash of the Dice.
And you've brought a new army today. You've been on with Orcs and Goblins previously.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, what have you brought today? But I mean, everyone knows I play Beastmen, so yours must be the High Elves. What have you brought today, James?
Oddly enough, I brought
High Elves.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? So, new army.
Yeah. I remember you and I having the conversation in your kitchen when I said, for Old World, I'm just going to play Orcs and Goblins because it's a really complicated game and I don't think I can handle more than one army. And now I've got Orcs and Goblins, I've rebased my Ogres, and I've got some High Elves.
Yeah. I thought I was only going to play one army as well. I've got a lot more than that. And I think I've started to cross the Rubicon of thinking, maybe the Legends armies are all right. Maybe, well, there's a rationale for saying you can do some Ogre Kingdoms fighting in the Chaos Wastes. There's a rationale for the Dark Elves. There's, Vampire Counts. Okay, whilst they've kind of been bished back a little bit, they can still pop up here and there. Skaven are a bit trixier. But the Chaos Dwarves, that works, because they're already in there with the Hell Cannons and the things, and there's new miniatures now, and demons. Got a lot of demons.
It's taken me all of my self-control to resist rebasing all of my Zinch and Nurgle demons.
All of your self-control?
Yes.
Excellent.
Which means I've got very little self-control for other stuff.
Great days. So, there's important news from your end. Because last time we were talking about Sad and Lonely Gamer, which is one of your two YouTube channels, and you've had a relaunch of
Clash of the Dice.
Excellent. Sporting the merch.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about the relaunch and what you're doing and stuff.
So I'm concentrating on Warhammer 40,000, specifically 3rd and 4th edition, sometimes at the same time. Yeah. By accident.
By accident.
Yeah. So I put the first video up last week, and it was going wonderfully well as, again, 4th edition. I got to the assault phase, and then it's a masterclass in 3rd edition. Yeah. Because I thought they were the same, and they're not.
I mean, they're fundamentally very similar. It's just a bit of a difference about how you calculate who's in combat and who's not, and how many attacks they get.
And what the initiative of Plague Marines are between the two editions.
All right, okay, you're right. There's a lot of difference. Yeah, okay, yeah.
As I say, if you want to watch again 4th edition, it's good. If you want to watch a masterclass in 3rd edition assault phase, it's excellent.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there.
Excellent. Check out Clash of the Dice. Right then. So, we're playing Breakpoint. So, we need to, once we've gone through the army, and the scores will be there in a minute, but it's a blank slate or blank whiteboard. We need to work out the unit strengths, the total unit strength of our armies. When it gets below 25%, when one of them gets below 25%, then run away.
Yeah.
And we keep playing until that happens.
Yeah.
Could be 8 million turns.
Unlikely, but possible.
Unlikely, but possible. If we both refuse to move. Yeah? We would probably die of old age first. Or, actually, we'd rack them up pretty quick by going, my go, no, your go, no, my go, no, your go. Test of that willpower that we talked about.
Possibly.
I've had 3 counts of monster, so I'm going to stop talking, because I think it's starting to leach out. But in a brain way, not in any other kind of way. Let's take a look at the armies quickly. And here we have 2,000 points of High Elf realms, and they look glorious. All white and blue and shiny and elven and speary and swordy, and they look so sweet.
I'm really pleased with the way these came out, and I think it was when I finished doing the Spearmen, I put them on the table and I thought, that looks like Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and I shared a picture on our group chat on WhatsApp, and Gambit went getting proper nostalgia vibes, and James March went proper old school there, and I think it's the white and the blue, and I'm pretty sure there was a version of Fantasy Battle where you had High Elf, Spearmen and Archers in the starter box.
Yeah, that was the one I got. It was High Elf, Spears and Archers, and a cardboard cutout of a bolt thrower, and a cardboard cutout of Elidion on Stormwing on the Griffin, basically.
Yeah. And
the Orcs had Goblin Spearmen, Goblin Archers, the Orc on Wyvern cardboard cutout, the Rock Lobber cardboard cutout, and something else? Maybe? Yeah. I tell you what else I really like. I like the way you've based them, because it's a complete contrast to the model.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just all blend into one block. You can really see these are sort of troops marching across muddy fields.
Yeah, that's it. Part of me was really wishing, after I'd done the first unit, I thought I should really have gone green bases for proper old school, but I didn't.
Well, they look amazing. They look amazing. I am very much looking forward to this. This is going to be great. So, I've not played High Elves before. What's their army rule thing?
So they've got Elven Reflexes, which is +1 initiative in the first round of combat.
Yep.
They've got Valor of Ages.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Which is, I can re-roll a panic test that's caused by taking casualties or caused by being fled through by a friendly unit.
Right, okay, so some resistance to panic.
Yeah.
In specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Okay, and have some of them got martial prowess as well?
The Spearmen do.
The Spearmen. That means they can make supporting attacks if attacked from the side.
Correct.
So even if I attack the side of that Spearman block, you still get 3 ranks deep to attack with.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so looks like core-wise, 11 silver helms.
Yep, they're core.
Okay, they're just standard heavy cav.
They are.
2 units of 14 archers.
Correct.
Am I counting correctly?
Yeah.
They longbows or elven?
They're
special
longbows.
elven longbows. At least these ones don't have all the bodkins on that I'm used to being shot at from the wood elves.
Yep. The unit with the blue banner
has
got the Banner of Confidence upgrade.
Ooh.
So that is, if I stand and shoot, I don't suffer the -1 penalty.
Right, okay. No penalty for standing and shooting.
Yep.
That's just that unit.
Just that unit.
Okay, right. Spearmen also core, I would imagine.
They are, and they've got a magic banner as well. They have got the Banner of Balance.
Which does?
The Banner of Balance means I can't re-roll hit rolls or wound rolls, but the balance comes in because neither can you.
Against them?
Yeah. In base-to-base contact.
Right. Did you have any rules that would let you re-roll hit rolls or wound rolls?
No.
No. Okay, so it doesn't really balance much out, really. It just nerfs me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally put that banner in the Swordmasters unit, but they get to re-roll stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought, there's no point putting it in there. I'd rather put it in Spin.
And it's all right, because my main army thing isn't about getting re-rolls. Oh, hang on. Right. There's a massive rock getting thrown at them.
I thought that might happen.
Massive rock.
Yeah.
Okay, then we've got some sword masters of the city we're not quite sure how to pronounce.
Yeah. Hoeth, Hoth,
Heath. The sword masters, the wizard guardians.
Yeah. So they've got quite a few special rules. So they get baked into their abilities. They get Cleaving Blow.
Yep.
Which is 6s to wound, as long as it's not a monster.
No save, no regen.
Yeah, you can only take ward saves against.
Yep.
They can deflect shots, so they get a 6-up ward against any non-magical ranged attacks.
That'd be my rock.
Yeah. It'd be interesting trying to parry a giant rock with a two-handed sword.
I choose to believe they just step out the way at that point.
Yeah.
Or use the sword as a sort of pole vault.
Yeah.
Like a punt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of those guys and the characters have all got Ithilmer armour, and basically that just means that wizards who are wearing it can still cast spells without impediment. And they can reroll ones for dangerous terrain tests.
Okay.
I think we'll come into it.
Shouldn't. The way we've set the table up, we're treating these things as impassable and these things as woodlands.
Yeah.
Just to... First time using an army, level of complexity, keeping that a bit more simple.
Yeah. They're also magic resistance -1. And they have got the Warriors of the White Tower, which means they can only be joined either by a noble or a prince with a Lawmaster of Safari or a wizard.
Right, so either wizards or better swordmaster.
Yes.
Okay. Then 2 repeatable throws.
Yep. And they can't have any upgrades, so they're just
They
standard.
do what they say on the tin.
Yep.
That's all your units. Right, so your general is...
My general is the noble in the middle on foot.
Uh-huh.
He's a prince, not a noble. He's a prince. He gets Ithilmar weapons, which means he's re-rolling ones to hit.
Stick him with the spearman.
No, he's going with his sword buddies.
In that gap there.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Conspicuous by his presence. He's also got strikes first, and I've given him a couple of upgrades. He's got the Seed of Rebirth, which is a 5+ regen, and he's got an Opal Amulet, which is a once per game. I can give him a 2+ ward save against a single wound.
Okay. I'd say Seed of Rebirth sounds a bit wood elfy.
It does, but it's in the higher realms.
Well,
magic items.
It's robbing stuff from your cousins, I think.
Possibly. There's some blurb that explains it.
There'll be harsh words at Christmas / Thanksgiving / whatever. Yes, Elven Christmas. Anyway, and he's got a sword. He's got a swordmaster sword as well, I assume.
Yeah, when you upgrade him to a Lordmaster of Hoeth, he automatically gets the swordmaster's sword.
Yeah, and it's basically a great sword, but without the strikes last.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Right. This chap.
That chap is a noble, not a prince, and he's the battle standard bearer.
Yes.
And I've given him the battle banner, which is a high elf specific one, and that gives me plus D3 combat resolution.
Oh!
And he has got sacred incense, which I think just quickly open it on the app, is -1 to hit with shooting. So if you're shooting at them, it's -1 to hit rolls.
I refer you back to the rock.
Yeah. And he's also pure of heart, which I think is baked in anyway, but I gave it to him because it's a free upgrade. And you can use any friendly units within command range can use his leadership instead of their own when taking a panic test. Friendly units within command range can use his leadership when taking instead of their own. In addition, the character and any unit he is joined automatically passes panic tests.
Right, so you're immune to panic test, and he throws out his leadership in the same way as the general.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's I mentioned the sacred incense, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
Sounded very on brand with the high elves, much more so than the Seed of Rebirth. That raised my eyebrows. The incense had me nodding, and yes, Elven.
Yeah.
Yes. And last, but by no means least,
that's an archmage. He's a level 3 wizard. He has got Liliath's Blessing, which means once per turn he gets a free reroll of a casting roll.
Okay.
And that's baked into his stuff. He is also. I've given him the upgrade of the Scroll of Disruption, which is once per turn he can also reroll a Dispel roll.
Okay.
Yeah. And for high...
My magic is famously effective and successful.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh.
So I've given him high magic, and one.
You've got power drain, haven't you?
I do. I got drain magic.
Ah, you suck.
Yeah. Knowing how wonderful, how amazing and powerful your wizards are, I thought I'd make it just that little bit more difficult for them to cast spells. So if I get my spell off, which I can re-roll the casting value for, he puts out a 24-inch aura of enemy wizards on -2 to their casting rolls.
Huh.
I've also got...
You know what I'm going to do with him? Throw a rock at him.
Yeah, I think so. You're going to need a lot of rocks at this
I need a lot of rocks.
Yeah.
I've only got 1 rock.
He's also got Fiery Convocation, which is a magic missile, and just in case anybody gets into contact with him, he's got Corporeal Unmaking, which is an assailant.
Corporeal Unmaking. Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Got it.
Yeah. But in terms of high strength stuff, about the only things I've got, if you bring in along Cygors or Gorgons, that can match them strength-wise, is the 2 bolt throwers.
Yeah.
Everything
And the
else
Sword Masters and the Silver Helms on the charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got plenty.
Right.
You've got plenty.
Speaking as someone who normally plays goblins, when I first put this table, I thought, is that it?
Yeah. Is this like a battle march?
Yeah.
Is this one of those 500-point patrols?
Yeah. Have I added it up right? Is there still stuff in the box?
Oh, you have. You very much have. This looks terrifying. Well, actually, to be fair, it doesn't look terrifying. It looks like it's going to be a good laugh. It looks like I might end up panicking. You're going to whittle me quite nicely with your 4 shooter units. The Sword Masters massively pack a punch, but they haven't got a huge number of attacks. The Spearmen don't pack a punch, but have got a huge number of attacks. And they switch off most of my army abilities, and he switches off most of my army abilities, and basically you're switching everything off.
Right.
But the buffs you've gone through are all really nice.
Yeah.
They won't. Not everything will apply in this game. Some of them are highly situational, but when they come into effect, they will be super, super good.
Yeah. Just remember, they've got Magic Banner 2. They've got Banner of the Steadfast.
Stubborn?
Should the unit carrying the Banner of the Steadfast belong to the losing side of a combat, it can fall back in good order, even if the unit strength of the winning side is more than twice that of its own side.
Right, okay, so it can never... As long as... It can never be double outnumbered to make it flee.
Yes.
Right, okay. Yep. That's good. Right, okay. Let's take a look at the Beastmen. And here we have 2,000 points of Beastmen Brayherds. So, my thinking when pulling the army together was a little bit of everything. I've not gone too heavy into characters or too heavy into magic items, but I've not got none. I've not gone too heavy into all the beasts, but I've not got none. Not gone for ambush based on the fact that we're coming out of the forest at the moment, so kept life simple with all that. So it's a bit of a mix. So what have we got and what are we looking at? So core, first of all. Well, so in this list, the Bestigors are core because the general is a Beast Lord. So they are a core choice. They've been upgraded to be stubborn but not be veterans. So, yeah, that. Then we've got 2 units of Gores. I have a 3rd unit that's on my painting desk. They did not get done in time for today, unfortunately. So, just the 2 units of Gores. I do not feel like I have enough Gores. I feel like I am in a Gore deficit. Because there's only like 300 points of Gores on the table. It feels like it should be 600 points for a game this size. I digress. So, 1 unit of 24 with sword and board. 1 unit of 20 with 2 weapons. The champions of both units having great weapons. Maybe I will remember that today. Maybe I won't. 30 Ungors with thrusting spears. At full command. Cygor with the aforementioned rock that he gets to throw at things, and then when he gets close up, he gets hatred against anything magical, or is it just rerolls? I can't remember. But he's better against things that are magical. Then the fast stuff going at the table: 2 Tuskor chariots, 3 Razor Gores, and 10 Harpies. I decided to go with the Harpies over the Cockatrice in this list, 'cause the Harpies are high initiative, and their strength is the same toughness as the Elves, and they have 2 attacks each. So what are normally weaknesses against the previous games I've had may or may not be strengths. And we have 3 characters in the army. Firstly, we have the Beast Lord. He has the Axes of Krogor, which are some extra attacks and let him reroll some wound rolls, so I'll cover that when it comes up. And he has full plate Chaos Armor, which is full plate and gives him a 5+ ward save. He also has 2 Chaos Mutations. He has Uncanny Senses, giving him +1 initiative, taking his initiative to 6 or possibly 7. And he has the Rune of the Beast Ascendant. Unless this character is fleeing, friendly Bestigors, Gors and Ungors get +1 to their leadership whilst within his command range. And that's important because it's different to combat resolution, because adding or subtracting to the leadership determines the threshold for whether you're running or falling back or all those good things. So that's what he's got. So then we have a Wargore as the Battle Standard Bearer. Doesn't have a special magic standard. Instead, he's a many-limbed fiend, so he gets an extra attack with a close combat weapon. Because he has Foe Render, that's got the -2 AP, because it's a hand weapon. And he has Pelt of the Dark Young, which is gives him +1 to armor saves and can be worn with other armor. He's got heavy armor, so he's got a 4+ save. And it gives him and the unit he joins magic resistance 2+. So, ha 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 ha. 2 can play at that game. Then I have a level 2 Beastman Shaman. He's got 1 item. He has the Demon Heart, which means for the purposes of dispelling, he counts as being 1 level higher than the caster. Ha ha ha! So it doesn't make any difference because you're 3rd level, I'm 4th, which means I'm going to get +2 rather than the +1. So it will make a little bit of a difference, but it's not like I would be adding more than you because they've changed that these days. But I infer it increases my range because I count as being level 4, and it makes my target number better. Spells I pulled for him. I decided not to go with the signature spell because I liked the 2 that I drew for this scenario. He's going for Demonology. He's got Steed of Shadows, which can make a friendly unit have Fly 12, so that should be good for positioning. And Demonic Vigor, which is an enhancement that gives a unit +1 move, toughness, and initiative. So that's 2k. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything, but anything I have forgotten is either lost to the mists of time or will come up during the game. Right, let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment. The High Elves have the Silver Helms and the Battle Standard Bearer on the left flank as I look at it, in the lee of that building, ready to sweep round and into the side of the Beast Herd. The Swordmasters then slightly off-centre, very heavy on the left flank. Then centre is somewhat symmetrical. Block of spearmen, repeater bolt thrower either side, archers either side, with the wizard kind of central. Will you talk me through your rationale?
Strong block of infantry in the middle. Bolt throwers pointing at big scary giant monster.
Yes. I did put him down quite early to try and draw those out.
Yeah, thought you might. Archers either flank to try and shoot stuff as it closes in. General here, because that was one of the spaces that was left. Because with this deployment, you've got a 9-inch block where you can't deploy on either flank.
Yes, and we can be 15 inches up as well.
It can be deeper, but it's narrower.
Yeah.
And then the cavalry here, just because cavalry go on the flank and sweep around the building, as you say. So I've tried to go for a fairly conservative, conventional deployment for the army that it is.
Okay, sounds good. How have I deployed? Well, Gores, Beasts. Well, sorry, I've got Gauze front and centre with the battle standard bearer. Hopefully their morale will hold as they approach all of the shoots. Some Ungors. They can't really be ignored, and there are 30 of them, and they're also in the aura of the battle standard bearer, so they'll either be ignored and get there and do some decent fighting, or they'll get shot at and be a bit of a shield for these, all the while throwing rocks over with this guy as he walks forward. Then we have another unit of Gauze. I don't care about the woods, I'm just going to walk through it because I can do that. Because these units are open order and they have moved through cover. Then one of the chariots to just throw forward to either draw some fire or to smash into something. Then the Bestigors with the Beast Lord on the flank. I always struggle with where to put them. Sometimes I put them in centre and they just end up getting shot. Sometimes they're on a flank and they can't really do anything. But they are within range of the general for, I want to say Steed of Shadows. What's it called? Steed of Shadows? Steed of Shadows. The shaman for Steed of Shadows. Whether it gets cast because the anti-wizard wizards over there. But I put my characters down second, and I did want him there for the movement, but also I anti-wizard his wizards, so there's I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And then the Harpies, which are scouts, are hiding in the lee of this building. Their pack has flown down, and they're hiding there. They can't first turn charge, but my plan is for them to be a nuisance over here and a distraction that either needs to be dealt with or ignored. Either way is good for me. Similar with the Razorgors, they have just been let off the leash and herded onto the battlefield, and they are careering forward. James finished dropping first, so gets +1 to the roll. See who takes first turn. Good luck, sir. 5, so you go first. High Elves, turn 1. So we're at the end of the movement phase. In the strategy phase, Drain Magic was cast with perfect invocation. So it was boxcars on the dice. After a reroll, it was a 1 and a 2, followed by a 6 and a 6. And that remains in play, so I've either got to turn it off or just live with it. Then in the movement phase, the archers moved to get position on the flying bird ladies, as it was coined, and the Razorgors, and then the Silverhelms have marched and wheeled around this building, ready for subsequent turns. Now we're on to shooting. Do you know where you want to start?
Yeah, I want to start by shooting 2 bolt throwers at Big Scary Monster.
Single bolts or?
Singles.
Singles, okay. You're more than half. What ballistic skill of the bolt thrower? Is it 3 or 4?
I want to say 4.
I'd rather you said 3.
Bolt throwers. Ballistic skill 4.
Ballistic skill 4.
Shall I do them together or separate?
Separate. You're at long range.
Yeah.
You might. Well, you won't kill it. You're at long range, so you're at -1 to hit. So
this one first.
This one first. Okay, hitting on a 4. Hit on a 6.
Yep.
Okay, toughness is 5. Strength is 6.
Strength is 6.
So wounding on a 3.
That's a wound.
Wounds. Okay, that punches straight through my armour of 6+. Is it 2 wounds it does? Or is it D3? I think
I was
it's
expecting
2.
you to pause before we did this. Otherwise I'd have got the stats ready.
Oh, right, okay. Let me do that now. Multiple wounds, 2. 2 wounds taken, 4 remaining. Next ball thrower. Hits. No, doesn't hit on a 3+, because more than half range. Then we have the unit of Elven Archers. 7 shots from longbows into the Razorgors. Hitting on 4s because long range. And 5s actually because they moved as well.
Yep.
That's 5 hits.
Yep.
Strength 3, toughness 5. So wounding on 6s.
And these are armor bane 1.
Okay.
2 6s.
So 2 6s. I only have light armour, so I take 2 wounds. Yeah, 3 each. What is it, 4 each? 3 each. Okay. Then 1 more unit of archers. Let's see what they're in range of. Okay, the next units can see and are in range of this Tuscarora chariot. They haven't moved, so volley 5 for a total of 11 attacks, and we've just spotted that the Sentinel has a ballistic skill of 5. More than half range. The Sentinel will hit on a 4. No. Then the other 10 will hit on 3s. The Sentinel, hang on. The Sentinel would hit on a 2, -1 hitting on 3s. Yeah. These guys would hit on 3s, -1 hitting on 4s, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Hooray! 5 hits, strength 3, toughness 4, running on 5s. What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So those 3 are armor bane.
Okay. I'm going to say it again. Really? Right, so 2 no armor bane, 4 plus saves. No, you're going to kill it here. You broke my battleship. Sunk my battleship. 5s on the ones with armor bane. 3 wounds done. 2 saves. I think they have 4.
I think they've got 4.
Yeah, they've got 4. Or at least that one had 4. So, yeah, shooting.
Yeah.
You know, you were saying how you thought you didn't have very many models.
Yeah.
This is why they do stuff.
Turns out elves shoot a lot better than goblins do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, you've got about a quarter of the amount. I mean, 1 more wound here, then about a panic test. They've got a leadership of 5 or 6, and they can't use the general's leadership or the battle standard bearer. Yeah. That's the way to deal with them. But that is the end of your turn. It's now my turn. Beastherds, turn 1. Okay, so we're jumping straight to the remaining moves phase. I'm not doing any praying to the dark gods, because it does not seem timely. I don't do that every turn. The only enhancement spell that I could cast only lasts this turn. I'm not going to be in combat this turn, so not a huge amount of point in doing that. No charges. They could physically make the distance, but they're out of their maximum charge range. They can't charge in turn 1. Everyone else out of maximum charge range. So it is positioning. The first thing I'm going to try and do is cast Steed of Shadows. I am 2 inches out of range, so I'm not affected. But I can try a Fated Dispel in the Conjuration step on Drain Magic. Needs a 9 or less to dispel it. 9 or more to dispel it. No. 9 or less? 9 or more?
9 or more.
9 or more. Yes, 9 or more. Thank you. Thank you. But now I will attempt to cast Steed of Shadows. I need a 9 with my +1 for my wizard level. That's an 11. You can try Fated Dispel. It's the only spell I'm going to be casting this turn, so you may as well.
Indeed.
No, so Steed of Shadows is cast on the Bestigors. They now have Fly 12 for this turn. So they're going to be moving 24 speedy Bestigors, if I march them anyway. Which I am totally going to march them. Although, fortunately, / unfortunately, this happens after the charges, so can't be used to turn them into a wrecking ball, but good for position. Right, remaining moves. So at the end of the movement phase, there was a lot of marching. Marched. Rode the shadowy steeds and marched, walked, because he's going to throw a big rock. So I'm basically just throwing myself at the high elf line, but I've positioned the Bestigors. I could have got super close and I'd definitely been charged. This way, there's a lot of wheeling got to happen there. I don't know if I'm going to be charged this turn, but I am prepared for a front charge if I am, and I wouldn't be close enough to charge them next turn anyway, so I know I have another turn of positioning. Hopefully I can do the Steed of Shadows thing again. If not, well, we'll see. So that's all the rationale behind my movement. I have one missile weapon, which is the hurl attack. Sounds a bit like he's vomiting. The hurl attack, which I'm throwing at that bolt thrower, because it hurt. I mean, that one didn't hurt. That one hurt. That is a hit. Centre of the bolt thrower. Let's see if it clips anything else. I don't think it's going to. So the bolt thrower is strength 6, toughness 6 with 2 wounds. It doesn't catch anything else. The model under the whole of the hurl attack takes a strength 8 hit, AP -3, D3 +1 multiple damage. Short version, kills it on a 2+. Dice gods. Love you today! So it died. Nice. Its unit strength was 2, so that doesn't cause panic nearby because it has to have a unit strength of 5 to make nearby units panic, but it has been turned into kindling and given the crew a nice concussion. So, yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Is there such thing as a nice
Concussion?
Is that one of those perspective things?
Yes, I mean, I guess if you're concussed and also you've lost your limbs and your torso, I suppose the concussion is irrelevant. The concussion is what it is, but I think the circumstances surrounding the... But I'm trying to say they're not dead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say they're not dead and trying to make up for the fact that back in the day, the crew would have still stayed there and fought on, but now they count as not being there, so they're concussed, not dead. Yes, that's right. So that's the end of turn 1. And the scores on the doors at the end of turn 1. The Beastmen Brayherds have a unit strength of 126, with 32 being the break point, so we'll run on a 31. No whole models have died from the Brayherds. The High Elves have 102 with a break point of 26, so we'll run on 25. They are down to 100 at the end of the first turn. As we go on to High Elf, turn 2, and I think this is going to hurt. Just realised I didn't mention the Harpies. They're hiding on my movement phase. They marched and ended up on the other side of this building. I thought they were going to come up short with a fly of 9. Turns out they have a fly of 10, which is just enough to jump over. So, yeah. Something that was said earlier, they've all got a lot closer.
A lot closer.
Yes. Right, High Elf, turn 2. So nothing in the strategy phase, because the only hex spell that the mage... Is it a mage? What's it called? Archmage has got is already in play. So nothing doing there. And no charges, because they aren't stupid. And with the wheels and everything, they're out of range. So we go straight on to remaining moves. Okay, so at the end of the movement phase, the Silver Helms have wheeled and got positioned for next turn, carefully staying out of the charge range of the Bestigors. They know this foe of old. They know their strengths, their weaknesses, and they are poised to slam into them for next turn. The Swordsmasters. The Swordsmasters have taken steps backwards, not wanting to be charged in by any surviving chariots. They still might get charged by surviving chariots. We shall see. But the chances are very much reduced. The Archmage has turned and galloped, well, in a non-marching kind of way, but cantered his steed. Cantered their steed along behind the spearmen, muttering arcane words, ready to hurl fiery death at the Harpies who are trying to sneak up behind. And these archers staying still to shoot over here. Lots of shooting to try and break. I mean, basically, you're killing the distraction carnifexes, which...
That's what they're there for, isn't it?
That's what they're there for, yeah. Okay, so where are we starting?
We'll start with the wizard, who's
Okay.
going to try and cast Fiery Convocation.
Okay, it needs a... You said it needed 10 plus.
Yeah.
We should probably check the FAQ, because when they changed the casting rules, they changed the casting numbers of those cards, and I went through with a pencil and changed all the cards I used, but this is the first time we're ever using those cards, so if you check the number, it may or may not still be 10. It might be 9.
What's slow 4G?
Slow. Oh, it's tense.
Willie's School of Death.
It's tense. Might it be quicker to get the paper copy of the FAQs that I've got somewhere around here?
Likely.
It might actually be quicker.
Yes.
we'll probably pause. Right, I wouldn't say that the signal's slow here, but we've had enough time to go out, get a McDonald's, come back, watch a bit of telly, then it finally finished. Still 10 plus.
For the benefit of my wife, if she's watching, we didn't really have a McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that was just a passage of time joke. 7 plus 2, 9.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that.
Oh, of course, yes, with your wizardiness.
That's a pass.
8
plus 2 is 10.
plus 2 is 10. Okay, well, I'm in dispel range. I count as being a higher level wizard than you, so I count as being a level 4 wizard. Not that that makes much difference anymore. It gives me plus 2, so I need to get 9 or more on the dice. 7 plus 2 is 9, which is not more than 10, which means it is cast. All right, what's it do?
Place a large 5-inch blast template so that its centre hole is directly over the centre of the target enemy unit.
Yes.
The birdies.
Yes.
Once placed, the template will scatter D3 plus 1 inches. Any enemy model whose base lies underneath the template's final position risks being hit and suffering a strength 4 hit with AP minus 2. These hits have the flaming attack special rule.
Okay, right. So, centre of the unit scatters D3 plus 1, did you say?
I did.
Scatters 2 inches that away. Let's see how many we got. Right, 3 hit automatically and 4 partially hit. So the partials hit on 4 pluses.
And you won.
1, so that is 4 hits in total.
Yep.
Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. No saves, so that kills 4 of them. Do I panic? Very much so. And I panic 7 inches directly away. So the harpies have run and ended up here. Thankfully, not off the table, but their leadership is pretty low. They're spooked. These are carrion hunters. They prey on the weak. They follow the Brayherd to pick off any stragglers. These not carrion. So bye birdies. Right. These guys shooting at the razor gores.
Correct.
Okay, it'll be 11 shots as before. 1 at ballistic skill 2, which will hit on a 2. Ballistic skill 5, which will hit a 2. And then the rest, ballistic skill 4, which will hit on 3s. Missed 5 times, 11 minus 5, 6. 6 hits! Strength 3, toughness 5, wounding on 6s. You need 1. That's 2. Okay, so that does a wound on that guy. And puts this one down to 2 wounds. They're armor based, so I don't get my light armor. They have a leadership of 6. Do they panic? They panic. And they back off 10 inches. Okay, rinse and repeat over here, shooting at the injured chariot. Hitting on a 2 with the first one. Yep. Then on 3s with the other 10. That's more. These are strength 3 versus toughness 4, so he's going to wound on 5s. I do have an armour save though, but that doesn't really matter if I don't roll it.
Are you toughness 4? I thought it was toughness 5.
No, it's razor gore character toughness 5. It's the toughness of the thing that's pulling them.
Right.
So wounding on 5, 2.
1.
5s?
Oh, 5s. Yes.
Yeah. So 1 at full save, 4 plus. No. Well, like I said, it doesn't matter if I don't roll it. Another 1 at 5 plus. Yeah, make that one. That kills it. Now, these heavy chariots have a unit strength of 5. So that will cause a panic test in these 3 units. 10 or less because of leadership plus... so his leadership is 8 or 9, doesn't actually matter. +1 for the Rune of Beast Ascendant, +3 for the Warband ranks. So it won't go below 10. So it's a pass. The Chariot will use his leadership because he's a general. Also a pass. The regular Gores, also a pass. Okay, so that is those shoot-ins. Now, have you decided what you're going to do with this bolt thrower? Whether you are going to try and skewer the Cygor or damage some of the Gauls?
I'm going to try and skewer the Cygor.
Okay, hitting on a 4.
That's what it was brought for, so that's what it's going to do. It's within half range now.
What's its range?
48.
Oh, right, okay. I thought it was 36 for some reason. Okay, so a 3.
That's a hit.
It's on a 3. Strength 6, toughness 6, 4 plus.
It was toughness
Sorry,
5.
toughness 5. Toughness 5. So 3 plus.
No, it doesn't mean.
Okay, well, a 1 is a 1 is a 1.
Indeed.
In this game.
That would be that.
Is that all you're shooting?
Yes.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Brayherds, turn 2. Okay, so in the strategy phase of Brayherd turn 2, some of the champions are going to draw the gaze of the gods. The Wargore. The gods are looking at him because he is going to attempt to charge. What do they think? 5. Dark Fury. +1 attack for the remainder of the game. Nice. And the Wargore is not going to charge, but they're basically going to try and... They are charging. We know game-wise they won't make it this turn, but they've seen them. They're running. They're up for it. They're mad for it, as it were. So he's going to draw the gaze of the gods. And unnatural quickness. +1 initiative for this turn only, so that will have no effect. I'm in a moment. Right, last thing in this phase is the shaman is going to attempt to cast a demonic... first thing we're going to do this phase is we're going to attempt a dispel of... do you see what I nearly did there? A dispel of drain magic. I count as being a level higher than you because I'm dispelling. So no. I don't think that would apply because it's a remaining in spell phase. I'm not getting rid of it whilst you're casting it. I think it would just be my wizard level.
Okay.
I think, yes, that feels right. So its casting value is a 9, so I need 8 or less on the 2 dice. 7 plus 1 is 8, so that is not cast. Okay, so Drain Magic is in effect, so I need a total of 11 to cast Demonic Vigour. That's not going to happen, is it? No. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Would have cast it, but no. The magic is drained from me. Ironically, there's 2 items I was choosing between. One is the Demon Heart that makes me count as a level higher than you when I'm dispelling it. The other one is like a jar of magic-eating worms that you throw on the... Just dispel. It's just an auto dispel. It just works.
See, I don't like ones like that, because I remember during the Siege of Excelsis, there was a game where I was really struggling to do anything with my Bone Splitters, and I finally got a spell off, and Joe just went, no, once per turn, I can just automatically spell.
Not that scarred you in any way.
No. Yeah.
No.
Dwarf at heart.
Well, I didn't take that one. I took the, I dispel you, wizard. But not done me much good. Anyway. Right, so, rallying. Do the Razor Gores rally 6 or less? No. Do the Harpies rally also 6 or less? No. The Razor Gores run 4. The Harpies run 6. Okay, so Razor Gores are ending up here. Harpies are ending up there. Charges. These Gores need a 6 on the dice. Need to make an 11 inch charge. That Chariot needs a 6 on the dice to go to the Swordmasters. I could go into the Archers, but I'd rather smash into the Swordmasters and do the impact hits to them, because it's a laugh, isn't it? So I need a 6. Both have Warband, so I get a reroll. So I'm fishing for 6s on both of them. That is the stage that we're at now, isn't it? Yeah. Your charge reaction stand, I assume? Over there?
Stand.
Okay. I am out of charge range there, so there is no point in having any conversation about that. Right, looking for a 6. No, Warband. That's not a 6. I bimble forwards 5 inches. The Chariot. Looking for a 6. Warband. Just one wafer thin 6. Oh! Okay. This is going according to plan. However, it's the High Elves plan that it's going according to, not the Brayherds plan. I think the phrase taken apart piecemeal is and now they're blocking the Ungors and I'm going to throw a rock at that Archmage because he's not the same unit type as the unit he's behind. He's a bigger target, so yeah, rock. Anyway, remaining moves. Right, the Ungors have ended up here. The Bestigors, very keen, ended up there. We did try and cast Steely Shadows, but Drain Magic made it impossible. So these guys marched for position for charging next turn. Although, that's a long way out, and they're going to shoot back. So we're on to the shooting phase. That rock, that Archmage. 2 inches, excellent! I'll buy that for $1. So it ends up here. And clips the Archmage. We'll hit it on a 4+. Yes, the Archmage is hit. There were 5 fully hit and 4 partially hit, which will be hit on 4s. 3 of those are hit. Right, the Archmage, strength 4, toughness
3.
Wounding on a 3. Yes, AP -1.
It's a horse with barding.
Just a horse with barding?
Yes.
So just barding. So 6+. So -1 is nothing.
Nothing.
Doesn't have the special magic armour, the Azumani armour.
That just allows you to reroll 1s for going through dangerous terrain, or for to allow him to cast spells without impediment.
Yes, but
Other than that, he's got no armour.
Isn't it a light suit of light armour itself?
No.
Okay, in which case he takes a wound. How many does he have?
He has 3.
Okay, he now has 2. Then of the remaining this many, 1 is in the central hole and will be hit with a strength 8 -3 hit. D3 +1 wounds. That guy's dead. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go on a limb and say that guy's dead. These strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s. That's 4 at AP -1. Light armor and shield?
Correct.
4 saves of 6+. 6+. So that's 5 dead from the archers. Is that 25%? Not quite.
No, and they're spearmen. You said archers.
Elves. So that's the end of turn 2. 0 charges, 0 combat yet, but many rocks thrown. He's doing well with the rocks.
He is.
Yeah. It's because they're magical and they just draw his eyes in. Not his eyes are in, he's got his eye in, which is probably just because he's only got one.
Yes.
I digress. That's the end of turn 2. The scores on the doors, as it were. The Beastmen have lost 10, so we're down to 116 from the 32. The High Elves lost another 5, so we're down to 95 from the 26. So we go on to turn 3. Nothing in the strategy phase. But we have got a couple of charges being declared. The Swordsmasters have decided they'd rather charge the chariot than be charged by it. The chariot's going to hold. The Silverhelms are charging the Bestigors, who will also hold.
So let's go here first. I need a 4.
A 4.
They're in.
Yep. So that's total charge of 10.
Over here.
You cannot physically fail.
Yeah, because I have Swift Stride as well if I needed it.
Yep. But you'll only get a 2-inch charge bonus, not 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter for your lances. Some weapons, you only get the bonus if you charge a full 3 inches. Lances are not like that. So after movement, it looks like this. The Spearmen have moved up to try and reduce the momentum of the Beastmen charging, which, pardon me, is clever. The Archmage is repositioning for more fiery convocation. The archers have stayed still, ready to put fire down into the Gors, and the Silverhelms and the Swordsmen both connected with their charge targets. Right, do you know where we're going to start the shooting?
Yeah, we'll go left to right. So we'll start
Okay.
with these archers trying to chase off the The
Razor Gores.
Razor Gores.
Okay, so it's 11 shots.
Yep.
Ballistic. You're at long range, so your 2+ will be a 3+.
Yep.
No, and then your 3+ will be 4+. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting, wounding on 6s because strength 3, toughness 5. No. Thud, thud, thud. They didn't. So they just got a few more razor spines in their back, but still running.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do this at unit of archers into them next.
Okay, 11 shots. So 2s for the champion and then 3s. No, then 3s. Missed with 4, 6 hits. These are toughness 4 because they are gores, so winning on 5s. 1. They have no save. Dead gore.
And then do the spell.
Yep. It needs a 10, doesn't it?
It did.
That's not a 10. You can re-roll.
That's still not a 10.
Still not a 10. Yeah. Okay, then we have the bolt thrower firing rapid... Is it called rapid fire?
It is.
Rapid fire for D3 plus 3 shots. For 4 shots. You're an extra -1 because it's multiple shots, so you're hitting on 4s. 2. Strength 4, toughness 4 because she's got the gores. Force to wound. 1. AP -1, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, kills a gore. Any more shooting?
Nope.
Okay. Fighting. Where are we starting the fighting?
Silver Helms, I think.
Okay. Right, the highest initiative is going to be your champion-y dude. I don't know about you, I need to check the stats on the chariot. Okay, I was looking at the Swordmasters. James said silver helms. The Swordmasters have silver helms. We're doing here first. Are you issuing a challenge, sir?
Need a minute.
So the noble has issued a challenge, making a beeline for the Beast Lord. Just as well, it's fine for me. I was going to issue the same challenge anyway. So pretty much everything from the High Elves will hit first because of the Mondo High Initiative and Elven Prowess and everything. So very, very first will be the noble with his 3 attacks. His weapon skill is
6.
So he will hit on 4s because my weapon skill is 6 as well.
Rerolling 1s. Just as well.
Okay, 1 hit. Strength?
4.
Toughness 5. No. Okay. Let's do his horse so we don't get confused.
This is weapon skill 3.
We'll hit on 4s.
Nope.
No. Okay. Right, then you've got the Silverhelm Riders.
Yep.
1 attack each, 2 for the champion.
They are
Weapon skill 5?
Weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 4, they're 4s then, because the best gores are also weapon skill 4. They are the best gores.
3 hits.
Okay. The strength will be... is this
3.
Is the strength 3 natively, so with the lance it'll be 5, so wounding on 3s. That's 3. AP 2 on a lance, heavy armour, that kills 3. Now the 5 horses. Weapon skill 3, was it?
Yep.
We'll hit on 4s. Strength of the horse.
3.
We'll wound on 5s. No. Okay, so that's your attacks. The Beast Lord has 4 attacks base. I need to look up what the Axes of Kronor do, because there isn't a card for those. Right, we've just caught something. The Noble's Ithilmar weapon is actually a lance. So where we rolled to wound, 3 plus to wound, off a strength 4 versus toughness 5, it's actually +2 for the lance, so it was strength 6, so the 3 was a wound at -2. The Beast, so we'll do that now. The Beast Lord has an armour save of 4+, so -2 is 6. Then a ward save of 5+. The Chaos Armour protected him. Right, the first thing I need to do is the test for Bestial Fury for the unit, 10 or less. That's 5. So Bestial Fury is in effect, but not Blood Greed. Blood Greed? The champion has 5 attacks, including the bonus for the axes of Korgor. Rerolling 1s for Primal Fury. Rerolling to hit. Rerolling 1s to wound for the axes of Krogor. Our weapon scores are tied, so it's 4s. Reroll the 1s for Primal Fury. So that's 2. Boo! Strength is 6. Toughness?
3.
2s to wound. Rerolling 1s. That's 2 at -2.
He is wearing full plate on a barded steed. It's a 2-up save.
Full plate on a barded steed is a 3-up save.
Steed. And a shield.
And a shield. That is a 2-up save. -2 is 4s. 1 goes through. How many wounds does he have?
He has 2.
2. Okay, so we've got 1 now. That was close. I'm not going to lie, I thought I'd get him. Right, so my attack's back. I would have a total of 10, but he's taking up 1 slot. So that's 9. 3 have died. So that's 6 attacking back. 1 of whom was champion. 7 attacks. Best of scores, weapon score 4 versus 4, so 4s to hit, but reroll 1s. No 1s. Strength 6 with great weapons, toughness
3.
2s. That's 5 at AP -2. Are they also full plate or are they heavy armour?
Heavy armour with shields and
Bardic, so that's 3 plus becomes 5 plus. 5 saves of 5 plus. Drop dice don't count, reroll that, buddy. Okay, so 4 died. So the combat resolution is interesting. So, I did 5 wounds, close order, outnumbering, standard bearer. I have got 2 ranks, but the silver helms have first charge. So that goes away, which is why I gave them stubborn but for receiving a charge. Anyway, that I digress. So I get a total of 8. The elves killed 3, 2 banners, close order, for a total of 6 so far. But the battle banner, battle standard? Battle banner adds plus D3 to combat res. So you've currently got 6 plus D3. Plus 2 takes you to a total of 8. It's a tie. Do you have a musician?
I do.
I have a musician. We toot our horns at each other and stay put.
Let me just double check battle banner, because I want to make sure it's plus D3 and not plus D3 instead of the
plus 1. Right, okay, in which case you'd have lost by 1.
So when calculating its combat result, a unit carrying the battle banner may claim an additional bonus of plus D3 combat result points.
So that's correct.
Yes.
Okay, it's a draw. We stay put. And you don't count as charging next turn for your lances. That's the opposite of what Lance Cavalry want.
Yes.
Yeah. If you'd managed to draw me back, you'd at least be lancing again. Yeah. But the challenge continues. So, yee. Right. Okay, now we come to the fight that's very much going to go the other way. So, the Prince, with his 4 attacks at weapon skill agillion. 7. Doesn't double me out, so will just hit me on 3s. Or hit. His basic strength is 4 plus 2 for the Sword of Hearth, which means you're going to wound on 2s. That's 3 at AP -2, so 3 saves of 6 plus. No. Got 1 more wound to get through. And there are 7 attacks from the Swords Masters of Hearth.
Yep.
Wound hitting on 3s even.
They do not reroll 1s.
Good. Strength is their native strength 5 or 4 or 5? 3 or 4?
Their native strength is 3.
3, so 5s. So these will wound on 3s.
Oh dear.
2 at -2. 2 saves of 6 plus. Can I make 2 saves of 6 plus? Like I can, but will I? No. It's an exact kill though. It's an exact kill. Right. Did they panic? No. Are you going to restrain and hold or overrun?
I think I will try to overrun.
Well, you automatically overrun 2d6 forward. 7 inches. No, slight change of plan. They are going to restrain and reform. 10 or less on a leadership test. Yes, they restrain and reform. Okay, and that is, as they say, everything, I think. So ended up there. They were going to stay put. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. Yes, I should probably use actual words for narrating rather than just thinking it in my head and saying blah several times. That's very bad YouTubing, Paul. So the spearmen are braced for a charge, and I don't think there's a way I can get both units to charge. I don't think I can get the Gauls far enough over. If you hadn't moved forward, I'd have been able to charge with both and manoeuvre around, but no. So that's a thing there. I would say I have choices as to who to charge here, but I really don't. I've got to go into the swordsmen because I can't quite get past to go into the archers. And I've got units running. Maybe they'll rally in a moment as we go on to Brayherds, turn 3. Okay, so strategy phase. The gaze of the gods are going to be drawn by all 3 champions because they all expect to be in combat this turn. The Beast Lord. 2. Unnatural quickness, which will take my initiative to 7 this turn, which might mean I go before the flag dude.
Indeed.
The Shaman. 3. Iron Skin. His toughness increases by 1 this turn. The Wargore. Dark Fury. Again, +1 attack for the rest of the game. I'm changing the 1 I've written on this piece of paper to a 2. He's already got a lot. Yeah, he's got all the attacks. So, also in the conjuration phase, we are going to attempt to dispel the drain magic. So I need 8 on the dice because I have +1 for my wizard level. To 9 on the dice, total of 10. Drain magic is gone. I will now attempt to cast Demonic Vigour on the unit I am with, which casts on a 9. That's happening. That is happening, which gives them +1 movement, +1 toughness, and +1 initiative. +1 movement, +1 toughness, and +1 initiative. Superb. Superb. Right, rallying time. Come on, Razor Gores. No. Harpies! You can do it! No, they can!
They did.
Oh, just swizz them around for me, bud. The Razor Gores saved running off the edge of the table by the reduction of movement from the dangerous terrain. Harpies ready to move. Right, we are on to charges. Where am I going to declare the charges? These Gores, these spearmen, these Gores, swordmasters. No point in charging them because I can't get to them. He can't get to anything. The Harpies can't charge this turn because they rallied. Yeah, so hold. Hold. Charge distance. Gores. They're keen. And the other Gores?
Slightly less keen.
Slightly less keen.
They're a warband.
They're a warband. I'll re-roll that. That's better. 6 and 5 +1 for the Demonic Vigour is 12, which will be enough to wheel them round and get them full in. Nice. Okay, so after the most deliberation about what to do with these Ungors, basically I've left them there to either follow up in the wake of the Gores or to get run through and then engage with the Spearmen. The Cygor is going to go for the magic banner on these archers, and the Harpies have flown in here to charge the War Machine next turn if it comes to that. If the Cygor doesn't kill them with a rock, which I thoroughly anticipate will be the end result here. So, moved, all moved. Rock! No. Comes that way 6 inches, hits nothing. It basically dropped it. It basically slipped out of his hand and dropped it. But that's fine. Right. Combat. Let's go over here. Right, starting over here. First off, Primal Fury, which we pass. Initiative 7 is where the Beast Lord is at. Everyone else is at Initiative 1. So, Initiative 7 in the duel. My 4 attacks base plus 1 for Axes of Krogor. Weapon skill 6 versus 6. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Initiative 7. Reroll the 1s. That's 3 hits. Strength is 6. Toughness was 4.
Sorry,
3. 2s. Okay, that's 3 wounds. The Axes of Krogor are -2, so you're saving on 4s. Did he have a regen or a ward save or anything like that?
He didn't know.
No. He's jam bread then. Okay, now it'll be the elves, then the horses, then the bestigors. Now the elves were weapon skill 4, so 1, 2, 3, 5 guys plus the champion.
Yep.
But they're going to be using their hand weapons now because they do not count as charging. So hitting on 4s. Strength 4 or 3? 3 versus toughness 4, so 5s? None. The horses, 5 of them,
Attacks.
will hit on
Weapon skill 3.
4s then? Oh man. Wounding on a 5.
Nope.
No. Uh-oh. That means I have 10 attacks with the bestigors. Weapon skill 4. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Oops. They went everywhere. 3 1s to reroll, but the others have all hit. Oh my... Oh. Right, 9 hits. Strength 6. I mean, they are bestigors. They are the best gores. Wounding on 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves of 5+.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 left.
Oh, man. So that happened. Combat resolution. You need to roll high. Well, let's work it out. So, 7 wounds, close order, banner outnumbered 2 ranks. The Beastmen dice for a total of 12. Here are the high elf dice for no kills, no yeah. Yes, you need snake eyes. And because I double outnumber you, it's snake eyes or run. Oh, I saw it. For a moment, I saw it.
Damn your movement tray. So I'm going to flee.
I have to decide if I'm pursuing before you flee. You have to decide whether you're swift striding or not. Swift stride makes you more likely to run off the board.
It does.
But then again...
I think I'm not going to swift stride in the thought that if you then pursue me, you'll be coming this way.
Yeah.
And away from...
Right, I think the Beast Lord is going to try and restrain... I'm not frenzied, but he's going to try and restrain them, but I don't get all my leadership bonuses for Warband because you can't use those leadership bonuses to restrain. So I will be just using the Beast Lord's leadership, which is 8 plus 1 for the Rune of Beast Descendant, 9. Okay, so how far do you run? 10. Ooh.
That's probably off the table.
And then 9 or less, I restrain and reform.
Ooh, just on the table.
Just on the table?
Just
on the table. Is there a magnet on that by any chance?
Yeah.
So, now we come over here. And with Demonic Vigour in play, I have +1 initiative and +1 toughness.
I'm going to declare a challenge.
Okay.
From my prince.
From your prince. Okay. What kind of armour's he got?
He has got heavy armour, but no shield.
I'll accept it with the unit champion. No way I'm accepting it with the shaman. That'd a bit... Oh! No, still not doing that. Okay, well, I'm going first with nearly all of this. The shaman is on initiative 8, having charged and demonic vigor. The rest of the unit is on initiative 7, having charged and demonic vigor. Your prince's leadership is initiative 6, you said?
Yes.
Is that also in counting elven reflexes?
No, that would make him initiative 7.
Okay, so you're tied then. So the rest of the Swordmasters, what's their base initiative?
They are initiative 6 plus 1 for elven reflex.
This is 7, so it's tied.
Yeah.
So it's tied. So the one person who's going first is the shaman.
Yeah.
Everyone else is tied. Yes! The shaman with his weapon skill of not very much. 4 against your weapon skill of more than 4.
6.
Ooh, first of all, actually, Primal Fury. Do I go Primally Furious? A double would be beautiful here. It's not a double, but it's enough. Right, so I'm re-rolling ones. The shaman will hit on a 4. Re-rolling the ones. That's not a 1. Right, it's all simultaneous, so we'll roll mine first. There's 3 attacks from the champion, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks from the other 3 gores in the front. The champion is hitting your prince on 4s, re-rolling 1s. So hits him once. The champion's strength is 4 currently, toughness?
3.
Winning on a 3. No. Uh-oh. Right, now the remaining gores hitting on 4s. His weapon skill 4. Re-rolling 1s, which is nice. Strength is currently 4. Their toughness
3.
Wounding on 3s. So that's 4 armor saves. No AP.
They're heavy armour, so 5.
Okay.
Nope.
Kills 4. But it's simultaneous, they will be attacking.
Yeah.
Right, first off, 4 attacks. 4 with the prince.
4.
Hitting on 3s.
He re-rolls 1s with Ithilmar weapons.
He re-rolled the 1.
I can hear James March, a 1 into a 1, 9 times out of 10.
Yes.
Strength 6 effectively.
Toughness 5 because of demonic vigor, so 3s.
Only
1. Yeah, he only has 1 wound. So that does for him. Come on, mister, out you come. Right, now all the other Swordsmasters get to attack.
They are weapon skill 6.
So they will hit on 3s.
No re-rolling 1s because they do not have Ithilmar weapons.
I'm relatively pleased about that right in the minute.
So I'm hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
So 2s and misses as well.
Indeed.
Strength 5.
Toughness 5, so 4s.
AP 2. 5 at AP 2.
No armour.
Right.
5.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, combat res. Actually, we need an extra guy in the front here, which means that I'm 2 ranks down. Okay, this is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I killed 4. Banner outnumber 1 rank, not 2. High Elves killed 6. Close order more than 10. Banner. High Elves, their Swordmasters get a total of 8 to my 7, so I lose by 1. Using the leadership of 10 from the Beast Lord. That's 10, but minus 1 is 9, so that is 4 back in good order. Because it's not an out-and-out fail, but it's failed by 1. So, are you going to pursue, or are you going to restrain?
I think I'm going to restrain and reform.
Okay, leadership test. You restrain and reform. I fall back 4 inches. Okay, so the last combat we're coming to is the Spearmen versus the Gores. First thing I need to do is test for Primal Fury. Even though your banner switches off my rerolls, I might get some other lovely bonuses. So 10 or less. No, it is a double, but it's I can reroll because of the battle standard bearer, because it is a leadership test. 4, which is a pass but not a double, so I don't go frenzied, but I will get the benefit of faux render on my dude. I charged 1 inch, so my initiatives. What's the War Gore's initiative? 4-5 with a 1 inch charge. The High Elves are initiative 6, so they are going first with their 22 spear attacks. Here's one I prepared earlier. I didn't see him do that.
Weapon skill 4?
Weapon skill 4.
4s. Oh my.
No rerolls, because you turn rerolls off. Not that you have any, but knowing that there aren't any is a little bit of extra despair.
Strength 3.
Toughness 4. We are Gores. Heroes Bray. Meh. So 5s.
Only 3.
3. Any AP?
No, they're just spears.
Well, we have shields and hand weapons, so we are 5 plus saves. Save one of them. 2 Gores die. I gotta be honest. I thought you'd do a lot more than that, and you probably did too.
Yes.
Right. So, in initiative 5, we have the War Gore. 3 attacks, Many-Limbed Fiend, Dark Fury. 6 attacks. Weapon skill is 5, hitting on 3s with my rerolls turned off. See? It did a thing.
Yeah.
Strength is 4 on a War Gore. I don't get anything for anything else. So 3s to wound.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP minus 2.
So
Because of faux render.
Yeah, I've got light armor and shields.
So that kills 5. So that's the War Gore.
Yep.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4 regular Gores, less the 2 that died. So 2 regular Gores. Both hit. Strength 4, toughness 3. 1 wound, no AP. So 5 plus save.
Yeah.
Yes. Then the great weapon from the, what's it called? Gouge Horn. Hitting on 4s? Weapon skills 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s? No, both missed. So, combat res. The Gores killed 5. Banner, battle standard banner. Outnumbering more than, and 2 ranks. The Spearmen killed 2. Close order, 1 rank. Standard, 5. 10 place 5. Are you within 12 inches of your general?
No.
No.
His unit, yes, but these model, no.
Right. So you've lost by 5. So your leadership's 8. You want 8 or less, but ideally 3 or less. 8 or less. So you will fall back in good order. Because you have shield wall, you may choose to give ground instead.
I will.
Okay, then I do not count as charging in the next turn. That is important because that affects my strength. Okay, you give ground. So at the end of the turn, which is also the end of the battle round, that's not actually a thing in Old World. Anyway, at the end of this turn, a significant dent has been put in the High Elves, mainly on account of the Silver Helms getting
Pretty much annihilated.
Yeah. So the High Elves are currently at a total unit strength of 64 against a target of 26. The Beastmen have been whittled down to 98 against a target of 32. This is where my big units are an advantage, but if you run any of them down, in some ways, having that unit hidden from all the fighting actually stops me losing. Because if nothing happens to them, I only need 2 more models and I'm good.
And that is your squishiest unit as well.
It is, yeah. They're basically humans with shields, and that's it. And no clothes. No clothes, shields. Right. High Elf, turn 4. So, strategy phase. And as James just put it, he will attempt to cast the annoying spell.
Yeah.
Cast on a 9.
It casts on a 9. +2 from him makes it 9+.
9+. Okay, I will attempt to dispel. I count as being higher level than you. So I'm also getting +2 to the dispel. 10, 12. I see your lack of magic and raise you some magic. That's my demon heart doing that.
Indeed.
Yes, the actual heart of a demon. Yes. Some people have teddy bears. We have demon hearts. Yes. Okay. And the last thing in your strategy phase is to try and rally the Silver Helm, 8 or less. I mean, if I were him, I'd probably just keep on riding. So he rallies. You get to make a reform move with him. Charges. Do you need some time to think? We just rolled straight into it.
Yeah.
Thinking time. So we are in a no-charge situation. The Swordmasters are in a target-rich environment, but if they charge the Gores, they'll just put their flank onto the Bestigors, which was the whole point in not following up into the Gores in the first place. And they can't get to charge the Bestigors without connecting with the Gores. So they are staying put. So no charges. So at the end of the movement phase, the Swordsmasters used drill to redress the ranks to reduce the frontage slightly, and then moved backwards to make the charge for the Bestigors longer. The Silver Helm is shadowing them, getting ready for a charge next turn, reminding them of his presence. The Archmage has moved forwards to try and fiery convocation, or at least to give the option to fiery convocation the Bestigors. The Ungors being not so much of a threat at the minute. Then we have a reform over here to be able to put fire into the Cygor, and the bolt thrower has spun round ready to put its rapid shots into the Harpies. Interesting. So starting the shooting phase, starting over here, the unit has moved, so they're -1 to hit, so it's a 3 from the champion and then 4 from the rest into the Cygor. 3 hits, toughness 5, winning on 6s.
1, which is Armor Bane.
Which does a wound, which leaves him on 3. Then where are we going?
The other unit of archers into the Gores.
To the 11 shots then, because they didn't move.
Yep. So the one from the Sentinel.
On a 2.
Yep.
The others on 3s. Fortunately, my spell that increased the toughness only lasted to the end of my turn. It's not still in effect. Yes. Lucky for you, yes.
Yeah. So what's that? Are they toughness 4 now?
4 now, yeah.
So I'm still wounding on 5s.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
3. Kills 3. Need to do some arithmetic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not enough to make them break. You will need to do something else to them if you want to try and force a panic test.
Let's try a fiery convocation then.
At them.
Yes.
Okay. So, fiery convocation.
Yep.
Casting on 10.
Yes. That is just a pass.
That's a 10. Okay. I dispel it. I count as being a level higher than you, so I get +2 to my roll as well.
No, you don't beat me.
I don't beat you, but I get +1 just because I want it? Or is that not how this game works?
No.
Oh. No. Okay, so fiery convocation goes off. Goes to the centre of the unit, and then scatters...
D3 +1.
Okay. Scatters 3 inches that way. The template still clips the back of the unit for 5 partial hits. So hitting on 4s first of all, because they're partials.
Winning on 4s.
No, they're only hit on 4+.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Because they're partials.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's 3.
Okay, 3.
Winning on 4s.
Winning on 4s. Because strength 4, toughness 4, -1. That kills 3. Bernie. That definitely forces a panic test. Using the Beast Lord's leadership. 10, that is a pass. But ow. That burns. Right, then we come to the bolt thrower attempting to see off the Harpies. D3 +3 shots. For 4 shots.
Consistent.
Yeah. -1 for shooting at skirmishers, and -1 for multiple shots hitting on 5s. 1. Strength 4, toughness 3, killing it on a 3. Yeah, bye-bye birdie, but not enough to make him panic.
That's all shoots.
Okay, ongoing combats. No one gets any initiative bonuses, so the High Elves are going on initiative 4, same as the War Gore, and the remaining Gores are going on initiative 3. So we'll do the High Elf dice first.
Yep.
There's a total of 19 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, because weapon skill 4v4. Ooh, that doesn't look great, mate.
It doesn't, does it?
No. Strength 3. Toughness 4, so 5s. 2. Saves of 5+. No AP, yeah?
Yeah.
Kill 2. Okay. First off, Primal Fury. Passed on a double, which makes them frenzied. So they each get +1 attack. So the War Gore, 3. Dark Fury twice. Extra limb. Frenzy. Weapon skill 5, hitting on 3s. Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s. That's evened up a bit. Foe render is AP -2, so that kills 3 guys.
Yep.
Then the guys in the front rank, you killed 2 of them, so 2 of those guys can't attack back. So there's 2 with 2 attacks each because they're frenzied, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys from the back rank. Then we've got the unit champion. 4s and 4s, so 4s. All those re-rollable ones that can't be re-rolled. My strength is now 3 because I didn't charge this turn. So 4s, 2 saves.
5 ups.
Yep.
Make 1 fail 1.
Okay, 1 died. Now the unit champion, who is using his great weapon on initiative 1, but frenzied. 1 hit, strength is 5, so killing on a 2. Kills 1, AP 2. It is actually the same result as last time. Killed 5, 2 flags, 2 ranks, outnumber. Killed 2, 1 flag, close order, 1 rank. So you lose by 5. You're not double outnumbered still not double outnumbered. So 3 or less. So you lost by 5. 3 or less you pass. 8 or less you fall back in good order. More than 8 and you will flee.
That's 8.
That's
That's my leadership.
So that means you fall back in good order.
Yeah. So that's 2d6. Pick the highest.
Yes, indeed. And I will pursue.
5.
However, we do need to make a panic test for anyone who's currently within 6 inches of you as you break. So that will include the bolt thrower, and in fact, that's going to include almost everyone, I think. We didn't do that last turn because falling back in good order is not fleeing. So the shield wall made that a thing. So we need to roll many dice. Okay, so we've got leadership 8s all over here. Over here we're in the general's aura, so that would be 10s. So archers, 8 or less. They panic. Bolt thrower?
They're only immune to panic from having stuff fleeing through them or from taking casualties.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Bolt thrower? Does not panic. So they will, because they're above half strength, they will fall back in good order.
Yep.
Direction away from the thing that the nearest enemy unit, which is that one.
It's them.
Which is them.
Yeah.
So they will go 4 inches away from the harpies. Then the archmage, 10 or less.
He's fine.
Passes. The other archers.
Ooh, that's
10. That
Just
passes.
Yep.
Passes because the general's leadership is 10.
That's everybody.
They are within his command radius. So that's Yeah, and then we end up 4 inches. Was it? Did you roll the 2d6 for them?
Yeah, it was 5.
It was 5. Okay, and I pursue you 6 inches, so I count as having charged 5 inches next turn. So we end up here. The Gors are pressing the spearmen back. The archers fell back 4 inches away from the nearest enemy, which were the harpies. Then they rally effectively automatically because it's 4 back in good order, which is effectively a reform. They don't have to face the harpies. They can orient in any way they so desire. So they've oriented this way. Is that the end of High Elf turn 4?
Yes.
Okay. Beastmen turn 4. So, strategy phase. We are going to draw the gaze of the gods for those who are in combat or expecting to be, which is all of them. So, the Beast Lord. 5. Dark Fury, +1 attack. The Shaman. Murderous Mutation, +1 weapon skill. The Wargore. Apotheosis, +1 strength and leadership for the remainder of the game. Nice. Right, then we are going to attempt to cast Dark Vigour on the Bestigors. Cast on a 9. 9 + 1 is 10.
I will try to dispel it. Dispelled.
I hate you. Ah! Right, yeah, okay, fair enough. Archmage hurling the dark winds of magic back to the Chaos Wastes where they belong. And lastly, let's see if we can rally the Razorgors. No! I don't think any amount of dice rolling is going to keep them on this time. They are out of here. Right, charges and charge reactions. The Cygor declared a charge against the archers, the harpies into the bolt thrower, then both these units into the swordsmasters. Everyone is holding, apart from the archers who have elected to flee.
Yes.
I will attempt to redirect. So let's see how far. I will try and redirect into the bolt thrower, but you flee 7 inches. Okay, so they end up here. The Cygor is leadership 8. Does he redirect? No, he has to chase the archers. Does he have swift stride? Close order, ghost sight, immune to psychology, large target, soul eater, stomp attack, stubborn terror, timber. No swift stride. So I move 13 inches in total, which is not enough. Well, with it not being a failed charge, I move the full distance, and that was about as close can be. It was a few mil out, but you have to stop an inch away. So, whew, yowzers. Right, the Harpies, they have swift stride. They're, like, totally in. 19. They're in. Okay, the first unit of Gors. That's an 11-inch, 10-inch charge. That's plenty. These guys will need a 6 with their warband. Let me just check. It's double check. It's not a 5 they need. If I cast the spell earlier, they'd have +1 move and they'd be in. You have a tech measure in your hand. Is 10-inch enough?
No.
No.
By half an inch.
No. Right. Looking for a 6. Come on.
That's pretty conclusive.
I'm in. Woo! So I'll tell you who I feel sorry for in all this. It's the poor Ungors. Oh, we're lonely. But they can, of course, I have a remaining moves phase. I can move them. Yeah, let's do that. Right, they're ready. They've been biding their time. They're ready for next turn. Okay, where should we start? Let's start with the Harpies. They're initiative 8 on the charge. And they have 2 attacks each. Weapon skills 3. Yours is 3 or 4 for the crew? 4. So I'm hitting you on 4s. 2. Strength 3. Toughness 3 for the crew. 4s. Kills 1 crew. Bink. 1 crew fight back.
1 attack. Weapon skill 4.
Hitting on a 3.
Wound. Hits rather. Strength 3.
Wounding on a 3. 4 even.
That's a wound.
Kills a harpy. It's a draw. That stays still. Right. Let's build up to that. Let's go here. I count as having charged 3 inches because of how far back we went.
Does this count as a new round of combat?
It does. I think it does. On the basis that I count as having charged, I think your martial prowess kicks in.
Yeah.
Doesn't count as an ongoing combat anymore.
That's what I thought.
So the War Gore is initiative 4, plus 3 for the charge. Does he get anything from all his random extra stuff? No. Plus 3 for the charge, so 7. Any advance on initiative 7? No. Okay, so the War Gore's first. He has got his 3 attacks base, 2 for being really angry, 1 for having an extra arm. Oh, Bestial Fury. Yes, but it's not going to have any effect. So he has 6 attacks. Weapon skill is 5, hitting on 3s. He's done well with his rolling to hit. But after his apotheosis, his strength has gone up to 5. So he's going to wound on 2s. Kill on 2s. So he kills 4. Now, my Gores are on initiative 6. What are your spearmen on? They're also initiative 6, are they? Because plus 1 for thrusting spears. Yeah. So this is simultaneous. So if I do my Gores, of course my champion is on initiative 4 because he's got a great weapon. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Gores in the front rank. Hitting on 4s because weapon skills are tied. Strength is 4 because I charge, so 3s. 2 no AP. 5s.
Cool.
Pass 1, fail 1, which is exactly the same as every previous turn.
Yep.
Now it's your guys, including that one who died.
So 7, 8, 9 attacks. The system works. They definitely miss.
They do.
Winning on 5s.
Yep. 2 saves of 5 plus. Pass 1, fail 1. 1.
So you're looking by 6 this time.
My champion hasn't gone yet.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
2 attacks hitting on 4s. Strength is 6, so 2s to kill. He kills another 2.
So you win by a lot more then.
Yeah, so how many is that I killed? 1,
7.
So killed 7. I've got 2 ranks, got 2 banners. I outnumber you. So that's 7, 12. You killed 1. You've got a banner. You are close order, but you haven't got enough numbers to make it apply. You lose by 10.
Yeah, and you double outnumber me.
Yeah, so if you fail, it's snake eyes or flee.
That's definitely fail.
I'm going to pursue. You'll stop when you hit the building.
Do we have to do other panic tests before I actually move?
Yes. So it's these guys again, but you 10s as before.
So the Archmage, he's fine. The Archers,
Fine.
fine, just.
Yeah.
And then I'm fleeing
11 inches. You stop at the building, and I catch you.
Yeah.
And then I reform. Okay, and the Gores end up here and reform, having run the spearmen down. Now we come over here, and we pretty much simultaneously challenged each other. We've got general on general action going here. Now the Prince has strikes first. He's going on initiative 10, despite my not unrespectable initiative 7 for charging in the front. So initiative 10.
I've got 4 attacks, weapon skill 7.
Okay, hitting on 3s because my weapon skill is 6.
Rerolling 1s because of Ithilmar weapons. 4 hits.
Okay, my toughness is 5.
Strength is 6. Running on 3s. All 3 wound, AP 2. Sorry, all 4 wounds.
Or 4 wounds at AP2. So my full plate Chaos Armour will now save on 6s rather than 4s. That saves 3 of them. Yeah, sorry about that. And a ward save of 5+ for the last one.
You can go off people, you know.
Yeah. So, I have my 4 attacks back, +1 for the Axes of Kronor, and my Dark map thingy. First of all, Bestial Fury is passed, so I will reroll 1s to hit. The Axes of Kronor let me reroll 1s to wound. Hitting on 4s, reroll the 2 1s. Strength is 6, toughness
3.
2s with a reroll of the 1s anyway. Oops. 3 at -2.
Right. I have got my Opal Amulet. Gives me a once per game 2-up ward against one of the against a single wound. But I get my armor saves first.
You get your armor saves first. Yeah. What is your armor?
I am wearing heavy armor.
Heavy armor. Well, -2 goes through all that then.
Yep. And I have the Seed of Rebirth for a 5-up regen.
Right. So ward saves happen first. So you're going to use your 2+ on one of these. Okay, so that negates that one.
So he's not going to die.
He's not going to die. You've got 2 regen saves of 5+. No, so you don't regenerate any of those. So he does take 2 wounds. He has 1 remaining. Put that there. The Swordsmaster's initiative is 6.
Correct. +1 for
Elven
reflexes. So
or is it 5+1 or is it 6+1?
6+1.
6+1. Okay, so they are next. You need to just decide how you're going to split these attacks up. So the Swordsmasters on initiative 7 are first. 4 attacks into the Gores.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Strength 5, wounding on 3s because toughness 4. So that kills 2. All the other attacks into the Bestigors. Hitting on 3s. Strength 5, toughness 4.
Ooh.
Oh my word! Not a 1.
That's classic James Rowling right there.
Oh man. Well, you have my sympathy, but I am going to kill you now.
Indeed.
Okay, so these 2 guys get to attack because the 2 guys that were stood there died, and 1 from the not from the rear rank. So that's 4 attacks there. I haven't tested for Bestial Fury for this unit, which I pass with Frenzy. So actually, it's 2 more attacks. Rerolling the 1s. So that's 6 attacks. Strength is 4, toughness is 3, so winning on 3s. So that's 4 at no AP.
5 ups for heavy armor.
2 save, 2 die.
Yep.
The Shamans, what? I've done that wrong. How many just died?
2.
2. I think I need to do that again because there's only 1 guy getting 3 attacks and the other guy should be getting 1 attack. So I should have had 4 attacks in total. Yeah, we're going to do that again because the number could be none here. So it is 4 attacks. 3 for the guy in base to base because he's 2 weapons of frenzied. 1 for the next guy along. So it's hitting on 4s with a re-rolling 1s. Strength 4, toughness 3 is 1. 1 save of 5+. Yeah, none. Right, now it's all great weapons, but the Beastman Shaman's profile is different, so I'll do him separately. We're using his Shaman stick. Missed. Then we've got 5 Bestigor attacks. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, killing on 2s. That's 4 at AP -2.
Yeah, don't get safe.
Well, that fistful of ones has just made a massive difference. It was 3s to wound, not a single wound of all those dice.
The fistful of 6 helped as well.
Well, yeah, the 6s all helped on not dying. I mean, I'd hoped I wasn't going to lose all 3 wounds to 4 attacks, but I'd have expected to lose some. Did 6 wounds. Close order, outnumbered, highest rank bonus, and multiple flags. 11 versus 3. You are double outnumbered as well. So 11 versus 3 is -8. You need snake eyes.
That's definitely not snake eyes.
I'll pursue with both units.
5d6. That's not good.
Best of Gores catch you. The Gores will connect with the archers.
Yep.
So after the follow-ups and the Best of Gores reforming, having caught the Sword Masters, it looks like this. It is looking grim for the High Elves. You've had some atrocious dice. Truly atrocious. Right, let's add up some numbers. And at the end of turn 4, the Beastmen are down to a unit strength of 82 on the table. 32 is the break point. The High Elves are down to 34 with a break point of 26 as we go into High Elves turn 5. So, the strategy phase started well with the successful casting of Drain Magic. However, the archers failed to rally and continued to run, but only ran another 4. Then, in the remaining moves, the Archmage has moved forward and turned round to be able to do his fiery convocation on the Ungors, and the Silver Helm has positioned for next turn. Do you know where we're... Oh god, there's only one thing to do, and that's the fiery convocation.
Yep. So first of all, let's see if it casts on a 10 plus, so 8 on the dice. Nope.
Reroll.
That's still a fail.
Is that combat?
Yeah, ongoing combat.
Where are we going first?
Let's do this first.
8 attacks with the Harpies hitting on 4s.
Still initiative?
5.
Oh, right, so they are definitely going first.
Yeah.
Sorry, possibly a bit simultaneous.
No, sorry, that's my bad. I've got to the stage where enough of the brain has been used that it's omitting crucial details. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. There we go, kills the crew.
Yep.
And that takes them. Because the crew die, the whole unit comes off. I failed to restrain the Harpies, they overrun to here. Then this ongoing combat.
It's fresh combat.
The counter's charging this turn, you're right. So I get +3 initiative.
Yep.
You get +1.
Yep.
Which takes me to 6 and you to
5.
First of all, Primal Fury does kick in because I'm using the General's leadership. The Shaman and the other guys will be last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Weapon skill?
4.
Hitting on 4s. Reroll the 1. 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 3, 3 wounds.
I've got light armour.
So saves of 6s.
Save 1.
Save 1. 2 are still there. My other attacks are initiative 4, so yours are first. Everyone gets to fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, the Sentinel does not get an extra attack.
He gets the better weapon, ballistic skill.
He does. Weapon skill 4. So, winning on 3s or 4s?
Weapon skill 4, mine is also 4, so 4s. Those are the kind of dice you might have wanted with your elite combat unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strength 3, toughness 4, so 5s.
1.
I mean, even those would have been much better with your elite combat unit.
Indeed. Anything except what I rolled, basically.
Anything except what you rolled. Then the Shaman hits on a 3. His strength is 5, killing on a 2. No. The Champion Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Killing on 2s with his great weapon. One more.
One more save or one more dead?
One more dead, -2. Okay, so I killed 3. I've got a banner. That's it. You killed 1. Are you open order or close order?
Close order.
Close order, you get +1 for close order, and you outnumber me. It's a tie. Musicians make it evens, so we stay put.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of the Dark Gods are not watching now. They've lost interest in this fight. They think it is all over. We can't attempt to cast our spell because we are in combat. It's not a self spell. Nothing to rally, so we are on to charges. The Cygor is going to charge the archers, who have to flee. The Gors are going to charge the side of the archers, who have to hold. The Bestigors are not going to charge anyone. They're going to reform to meet the Silverhelm head on, should it come to that. So flee for the archers.
I'm up against the building. How does that work?
I think common sense says they go round it.
5,
okay.
Assuming they're not run down by Cygor.
13. Yeah, 5 and a gap of 4 is 9. That gets them. So out of the movement phase, Cygor ends up here having run the archers down. The Gors end up here having charged. The Ungors really annoyed, not having a sniff of the fight. The remaining Harpies have decided to roost in these trees, and the Bestigors have turned round to face the charge of the Silverhelm. The one combat, they will fight first, yes. Well, the Bestigor, the Wargor's only going to get 1 attack, so he's not in base-to-base contact. So he'll hit on a 3, and he'll strength is 5, so he'll kill on a 2. He kills 1. I should have rolled Primal Fury, which is a double, which makes him frenzied. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll get 7, 8 in a minute. 6, 7. Hitting on 4s, rerolling the 1. Strength 4 because of the distance I charged. 2 saves of 6. Make 1, fail 1. He's initiative 4. He's initiative 5 because I've charged him in the side. I get up to +4 for the side, so he will be next with his 3 attacks. Rerolling the 1, killing on 2s. 3 more dead because AP 2 from Great Weapon. I'm missing a lot of words out of things that should be sentences. Now it's your initiative higher than the Gors, but not higher than the Shaman, who doesn't want to be shivved and is going to use his Bray staff as armour this turn. So he'll hit you with his hand weapon, which hits because his weapon skill is 5 even, sorry. Strength is 4, doesn't win.
So 6 attacks going into the Gors.
Yep. 7 surely. No, you don't get an extra attack, of course, yes.
That's
hitting on 4s.
Yep. Winning on 5s. No.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's Snake Eyes.
That's not Snake Eyes.
That's not Snake Eyes.
That wouldn't even been a pass.
No.
Fleeing. I'm presuming you've
directly away from the that's just that way.
Yeah, that feels right.
It does feel right. I'm going to pursue you with both.
Not quite off the table. But you
Caught on an 8.
Yeah.
this is the end of Brayherds turn 5 and the end of the game, because as we go into High Elf turn 6, they are below their break point.
And smidge.
You've got a unit strength of 4 left on the board. Oh, man. The High Elves have attempted to stymie this beast herd at these old elven ruins to prevent them from surging out into the open and heading towards the coastal settlements. But unfortunately, the raw power of chaos, whilst the magic was kept at bay, the dark energy coursing through the veins of the beasts was more than the fragile forms of the pure elves could cope with. That and the dice hated you.
Yes.
They really hated you.
Yeah.
You were doing so well for so long. Those spearmen, and then the swords masters. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And then when you nearly killed that in the first turn, and thoughts.
I think I used everything for the way it should have been used. Possibly one mistake was fleeing with these archers, but the idea was I was going to flee with them, and I knew that it wasn't guaranteed that they would rally next turn. But I figured I'd have a better chance of fleeing away from the Cygor, rallying and then shooting it, than if I just let it come crashing into me. Because they did have a magical banner, so it would have got its...
Maybe, but the thing I've observed is when monsters charge big shooting units, the shooting units normally win because they outnumber and they've got rank bonuses and they get all their attacks. So, I don't know, that... running from that seems like a sensible life choice.
Yes.
And I choose to believe most of those elves didn't die, they scattered.
Yes. Yeah. Scattered around that ruin.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think... Yeah, it was basically the dice did for me that game. So the Silver Helms rolled badly when they got their initial charge off, and they just got chomped up afterwards. The Sword Masters,
likewise.
Yeah, so the Prince rolled well, but your General rolled better.
The Spearmen did a great job of holding the Gors up. They just needed something else to come in and support.
Yes.
Because they couldn't cope with the attrition for that long.
Yes. Yeah. And I think if I made one rules mistake, that might have been it, because they get spears and hand weapons. So if they'd have had hand weapons and shields, they'd have got an extra pip of armour save, wouldn't they?
You'd have got a 4+ save, yeah.
But I've literally only just remembered that in the last minute.
You'd have got fewer attacks back. You wouldn't have got the extra rank.
Yeah.
You were doing a lot... Well, it felt like a lot of attacks back, but the problem is my toughness being higher.
Yes.
It makes it trickier. They need something to buff it up. The only reason these Gors did reasonably well is because they had a War Gore with them.
Yes.
That was doing the damage output.
Yeah. I mean, other than... they're all toughness elf, so they're all toughness 3.
Yeah, they will all fall apart when you hit them.
Yeah. There are a couple of units out there that've got a slightly higher strength. So the Sword Masters are obviously strength 5 when they hit because of the swords.
The White Lions have
The
got
White
higher.
Lions are strength
Yeah.
4. Yeah, and I think they get an extra pip of strength from their weapons as well. But yeah, like I say, I think I did everything right. It was just the dice roll.
You did. You were boxing me. You took out my first wave. The Harpies, but okay, they came into it later on. But the Razor Gores, which when they hit, they do some serious damage. You did what needed to be done to those. You took out the Chariots by manoeuvring and shooting and countercharging, which was perfect. You defeated those Gores. There's a reason there's only 4 of those guys left, because you did the right things attacking those. It just fell apart when the Bestigors got in. Yes. And your general failed to kill my general. That could have gone either way, the general on general fight. Yeah. That's why it was so much excitement. But then the Swordmaster should not have whiffed like that.
No.
And I wouldn't have had the attacks back. It would have been a massive swing. Yeah. But they didn't have the rank bonus for the combat res. But, yeah. Tying me up and whittling me down worked really well. I don't know what I'd have done differently in your position.
Yeah.
I'd have rolled better.
Yeah, you probably would.
I'd have rolled better. That's it.
Most people would have rolled better than me.
Yeah. It's because the old world gods don't like you using Lumineth dice to play the game.
Yes.
Whereas I am using Brayherds dice. Available from an extortionate eBay scalper near you. How did you find them compared to the Orcs and Goblins? You seem to be having more fun playing this army.
It was less taxing on the brain.
Which is ironic.
Yeah. The main problem I have with Orcs and Goblins is remembering which ones get Horde, which ones get Warband, which ones get both, which ones are impetuous. So it was a smaller army as well. There were fewer units to try and keep track of. So it was a more relaxing game on my brain. So that's not to say I'm not going to use my Orcs and Goblins, because I am still painting more Orcs, not as we speak, but they are on the painting desk at home. So they will be returning.
I think it was a beautiful army, and I would love to play against it again. And I don't know what... I didn't think this army of mine was going to do particularly well. I thought I would be shot to bits and run off. But honestly, it was the dice. They were so severely against you at one point that you can only do so much to stack the odds in your favour. If you roll ones, you roll ones. And if I roll sixes for my ward saves, I roll sixes for my ward saves.
And it was... What really stuck in was I was rolling badly for my 2 elite units.
Yeah, even the average rolls for the other units would have made the elite units that would have done for them. Yeah. You had 2 turns where you had about 10 ones off 12 dice.
Yes.
Your wizard did the business.
Yeah, quite pleased with how that worked.
Yep.
He was able to dot around, and that the fiery complication spell, when it went off, the couple of times it did go off, did work.
Yeah, it was nice.
The annoying spell, the drain magic spell for you. That's that again did what it needed to do. And
my demon heart didn't do that much because the casting numbers for your spells were so high. Me having +1 to the, I still needed 11s or 12s. +1 to that is still not very likely.
Yes. And in terms of the magic items I took, I think the only thing that wasn't worth taking was the banner I put with the archers, because the only time they actually got charged, the charging unit was too close to me to be able to stand and shoot.
Yeah.
Whereas if they'd have been Lothern Seaguard, they can always stand and shoot regardless of how close the enemy is.
But equally, though, that's only because they ended up, as it played out, going up against the Cygor. If they got up against the Gors, they would easily have been able to shoot. But then again, the Gors wouldn't have lost that much. The
tricky thing that was difficult for me to counter, even though I kind of managed it the first time, was your harassing unit of Harpies. Because they got down here, and I thought, I need to do something about them, otherwise they're just going to be a menace along my back lines. So I was able to drive them off the first time with a wizard, but the second time they got in, and that was it.
The only thing they were they aren't a threat on their own, other than to war machines and things like that. Yeah. If I'd attacked the archers in the back, I'd have done some damage to them, but you'd have got all your attacks back against me. They fall down, and because their leadership's so low, when they have to make a test, they are gone.
Yeah. But no, I thought that, there's lots of ifs, buts, and maybes. But from my perspective, I think I did everything right. It was just the dice.
Indeed. And from my perspective, I struggled early on. I got funneled, and I thought, I'm going to get taken apart one unit at a time here, because I'm in a queue, and the Elven superior skill is just going to take me apart piecemeal. And it was just when your line collapsed because of bad dice that I was able to capitalise.
Yeah, and I think that's where the strength in a melee army is. Your units were large enough to absorb some damage, because even this unit got whittled down, but it's still here.
Yeah.
And it's almost off the table. He's made it from one side of the table to the other with some guys remaining.
True, but they only had one real round of combat to deal with. Now, the Swordsmasters aren't the ideal things to put against them, because they are small number of attacks, high weapon skill, high strength. Yeah. You want something, in an ideal world, with multiple attacks at medium strength to just sort of blend through more of them.
Yeah.
But I was also fortunate in the position of my general and the Rune of the Beast Ascendant buffing his leadership, and the fact that he was still getting his rank bonus from the Bestigors, that he was able to throw out the high leadership. Yeah. Well, it was a fun game. It ended up what I thought it was going to be one-sided the other way after the way it started.
I thought it was going to be close, and then I wasn't necessarily expecting it to fall off the cliff in the way that it did. I thought it was going to be one of our closer games.
Are there any characters you can put with the spearmen?
Yes, but the downside to elves is all of the characters end up being really expensive. So I think all of my characters that I used in this game were like 200 points each.
Oh.
Yeah, elves are all expensive. That unit of silver helms with the banner bearer, that's over 400 points in total. The Swords of Hoeth with the prince, that's nearly 400 points. So yeah, more characters possibly would have helped, but it's then what do I get rid of?
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring the bolt throwers because I had a sneaky feeling you'd be bringing either that one or the Gorgon, and I needed something that could try and gun it down.
I brought that one because there was lots of magic going to be about.
Yeah.
And I feel like a beast herd army should have lots of gores in it, so I don't like going low on the gores and up on other things. Possibly I went a little bit too much on the characters for this.
Yeah. I don't know how it would have worked if I'd have just brought one large unit of archers rather than two smaller ones.
They'd have stood up better to the individual combat.
Yeah.
You see, from a stats point of view, they're hitting on the same number as the spearmen. They're wounding me on the same number as the spearmen. But they haven't got the rank bonus or the volume. They haven't got the numbers to back it up.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. I've thought the same about the wood elves and similar in the past. Well, one-sided as it ended up, it was a very fun game. Thank you very much for coming down, sir. Shout out to all my Patreons and channel members for your ongoing support. You guys are awesome. If you want to support me, please check out the description of this video. It's got ways to do that in there, one of which is channel membership level 2, which lets you see the battle reports as I make them ahead of the release schedule, if that is a thing you might be interested in. Don't forget to check out Clash of the Dice and his foray into 3rd/4th ed 40k. And on that happy note, take care, and we will see you in the next one. Say bye, Clash of the Dice.
Bye, Clash of the Dice.
Bye.